So on the same day of the astrological new year, Venus is conjunct the North Node in Taurus at 5 degrees. North Node about 4 degrees. Within a degree, Venus and the North Node are conjunct in Taurus in the astrological new year with Uranus at 16 degrees. This is pretty huge. Welcome to my channel, Constructive Interference. I am the Mad Medicine Woman, Christina Frost, with good reason, looking for the signs, the subjective and objective result, the cause and effect, the involution and evolution. This is all connected. There are no coincidences. So what does it mean? All these planets in Taurus. Venus is exalted in Taurus, ruled by Venus. I don't like to use that term, ruled, but that these are qualities of Taurus and Venus. They're exalted. They're in this together, maybe. I don't like the term rulership because Venus is also exalted and comfortable, the original esoteric ruler of Gemini, which is why Gemini's interpersonal relationships are so important to them. Nobody speaks about the esoteric rulers. That's why I'm here on the map, to show and share my studies and findings of anthroposophy from Rudolf Steiner, which is the science of the human spirit, anthroposophy, and how that's objectified in physical form. Now, Venus in Taurus has a more emphasis on the earth, our raw resources, food, metals, wealth, possessions, business, generate riches, products, services. We think of the bull plowing the land, stable, permanent, rigid, strong. Tauruses rule the throat, the shoulders. Gemini really rules the lungs, the air sign, and the arms, but we think of the back of the neck, the shoulders, carrying the workload of Taurus. Actually, I know Tauruses that are good flooring. They rip up the floor, which is like wood floor, raw material. So a Taurus sun, we can see by the workload of their back. They also make great cooks. They use the resources of the earth to cook and to feed other people. They make great teachers, ruling the throat and the throat chakra. Venus in Taurus loves beautifully and self-indulgently, enriches in love and devotion. We feel as if the world is reliable and secure with this Venus in Taurus, maybe making ourselves, appreciating the things that we have. It might be indulging in food or fashion. Affection and creative power provides resources, strength, and time for projects to grow into splendid completion. Beware of excess and temptation, the superficial material beauty and possessions that's also ruled by Venus and Taurus. But to understand that truth is beauty, again, that teaching state, being able to share with others knowledge, information, experiences. Uranus here in Taurus invents radically and destructively. New machines, citizens rebel. We've seen some of that. In 1851 to 59, we've seen the first oil drilling expanding to the west. Even the upliftment of freedom and slavery. Again, Uranus is a theme of Aquarians and freedom from 1934 to 42. Freedom versus slavery themes that are ruled by Uranus. I think of the fertilizer, our fertilizer issue that we've had in the North Node here with Uranus and Taurus. When Mercury enters Taurus, Mercury communicates firmly and insistently stubborn beliefs and habits. Taurus will fight for the traditional way of doing things. Slow and steady wins the race. That's how we've always done it. It works. It's reliable. The sun will also be traveling here after April 21st, within 15 degrees of all this action here with Uranus and Mercury then, which might exaggerate, especially Jupiter being able to move into Taurus this year. May 16th, Jupiter will move into Taurus, really exaggerating our self-indulgence. But hopefully, using the spark of Aries to take action and make real practical plans and put into fruition, to put into action those plans for our contribution and our service to other people using our spiritual gifts, talents, knowledge, experiences, those values that we share with other people and how we receive that value back. Maybe we'll have a better understanding once Jupiter, Mercury, and the Sun is moving into Taurus season. Taking stock, consolidate to create something real and long-lasting. Again, seeking the truth more than these superficial maternal possessions of beauty. But like the philosopher Immanuel Kant, that beauty is something more transcendental. For example, they say beauty is confidence, or confidence is beauty. It's something transcendental. It's not something that's just physically in our appearance. What our standards are how someone's values and priorities and disciplines can be attractive. The intangible self-worth that Venus also rules, as well as Taurus. I think of the Six of Pentacles, the ingestion, the nourishment, what we give back, what we give to others, in that natural reciprocity. Taurus is realistic, businesslike, but also maternal, feminine. Again, there where Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, these Venerean and moon-like maternal themes can come out and be exalted. Creative, artistic. Leonardo da Vinci was a Taurus sun and a Venus in Taurus. Trine has Neptune, very imaginative, and Moon and Jupiter in Pisces. Taurus and Venus in Taurus shares fruits of relationships and business for pleasure and to ensure security, that long-lasting security, long-lasting friendships, long-lasting business partnerships, long-lasting self-worth. Taurus is fixed, so it sticks to its guns, defends what it knows, defined and defends boundaries. Don't be a victim of your own possessiveness out of the material obsession and consumption. We are to seek the single eye, the strength to seek the light. The second labor of Hercules is represented by the second house of Taurus, capturing the Cretan bull to save the sacred bull from sacrifice by King Minos of Crete, to deliver to Cyclops for safekeeping. In India, the cow giver dairy produces dung, dairy products, dung, fertilizer, fuel. Then we burn that poo to create insect repellent that leaves ash for the plants. Again, this equal give and take, reciprocity, how one thing is given and received in another way. It's also the story of Zeus and the bull, who disguised himself as a bull, convinced the beautiful princess Europa to climb on his back, strolled to the seashore, and then charged into the ocean, across to the sea to Crete, and turned back into Zeus and seduced her. And then their offspring was one King Minos of Crete, and he later put the bull in the sign of the stars of Taurus. Possessions, the possessions, and what are the consequences of overindulging? Be careful. We don't need to know the consequences. Slow and steady wins the race. Get practical, get serious. It's time to get going. The stars are in our favor to take action. Let me know how the planets in Taurus are affecting you in your birth chart. I'm so curious. I love to see the signs. I love to hear the signs. I love to study birth charts. We'll do case studies to take advantage of the spring equinox and the astrological new year. Constructively interfere down below. I am the Mad Medicine Woman with good reason. Please check out my story. Love and light to all of you. Time to kick some